Steps to getting into a home, whether it's your first home or it's your move-up home or it's your retirement home. Did you realize there are actually some simple thought processes that will help you achieve those goals a lot faster, with a lot less stress, with a lot more forethought, so that making that transition can actually be much easier than you might have expected it? I have a lot of young families that are trying to get into their first home. And you know what? There are some simple processes that we can put into place where, believe it or not, it can happen sooner rather than later. I used to actually teach up to 200 people at a time about home ownership and home purchasing processes. I used to do credit and lending. And what was really amazing about that is that after speaking to those people, so many of them would come up to me and say, you know what? I didn't realize that I could do it now. And that's actually one of the most rewarding things that I get to do, is help people realize that it doesn't have to take years and years and years. There's a lot of information out there on the internet, but you know what? The internet is general. It's not specific. As a matter of fact, I had one of my kids, they actually bought into their first home using some of the different grant programs available to them for $2,500. That was it. $2,500. Now, that's understandable for some of the first-time home buyers, but people then also say, well, wait a minute, I bought my first home. I want to go into a bigger home. What we're going to do is we're going to share some processes in place where you can actually make that move a little bit more confidently in ways that you may not have ever thought about, and in ways that are going to be good for your family too. We're going to share some different processes that if you just take little simple steps, then it's going to make and give you big returns. And then for those of you that are in your trophy home, that big, beautiful, amazing home, and your kids have left and you don't necessarily need 2, 3, 4,000 square feet, we're going to share some things that you may not know about that's going to help you keep your money and put that back into place to where you can actually get into a home that is a little bit more manageable, that will give you the resources of keeping the profits from the sale of that home and being able to play with it or invest it or do whatever it is that you want to do. You've worked hard for that, and we want to make certain that you can see and reap the benefits of that. So we have an informational seminar that's absolutely free of charge. It's going to be covering the 3 different areas. We're going to touch on money management for those people that want to learn different tips and tricks of how to keep more of the money that you make. After all, you've worked hard for it. Why not keep it? We're also going to touch on credit reporting agencies. And even if you have good credit, I think you're going to find that there's going to be information provided to you so that way you can just get mad at those credit reporting agencies just like I do. Understand especially that they are not governed by the government. They are independent companies that are geared 100% for profit. That's one of the things I'm most passionate about educating people with when it comes to credit management. And we're also going to touch on home ownership and different ways, whether you're the first-time home buyer, the move-up buyer, or the person that wants to resize into a more retirement-friendly home. We're going to touch on those 3 keys. It's going to be packed with information. It's on March 13th. Absolutely no charge whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm feeding you pizza. So all I want you to do is subscribe below and send us a count of how many people are going to show up, because I want to make certain I can feed you well. And as always, we want to make certain that we provide a lot of information to help educate and empower you. I'm called Krista with OIC Real Estate Services. We are here to help you see your dreams come true. And whether that's in real estate or in other areas, we're passionate about making certain that it's not just what you make, it's what you keep. As always, have an amazingly blessed day. Bye.